Listo.
Hello, I'm Valeria, and we want to talk about Italy. Well, Milan. Advantage Italian food, apart from pizzas and patatas, there are a lot of other things to try. And Milan is an architecturally amazing city. You cannot travel too many kilometers without running into a monument or church that will leave you open mouth. And it's much easier for Spanish speakers to learn Italian because it is a language very similar to ours. And in disadvantage, the climate is unavailable. One of the problems of living in this city, in summer the heat is unbearable, and the same happens in winter season. And as a general rule, everything is going to be more expensive than in Spain and South America. And public transport is not efficient at all. Since there are very few subway lines and strike by transporters, I the daily bread and butter. Squares, traditions, and atmosphere. Well, we have Domo Milan, that is one of the most impressive Gothic buildings in existence and the third largest Catholic church in all the world. And galleries Vitro Emanuel too. The galleries were inaugurated in century with the idea of joining by means of covered galleries, Domo Square with theatrical called Square. Today they are considered the oldest shopping center in the world. Canals Navil. There are canals where in Italy convenes to connect the city with sea and the Great Lakes. Today, centuries later and after an important rehabilitation, is one of the fashionable areas to see in Milan. Theater Scala Milan is one of the most famous theaters in all the world. And we have the celebrities. Is Feast of Saint Ambrose. The Feast of Saint Ambrose is celebrated every December in Milan in honor of the city's patron. And Ambrosian Carnival. The Ambrosian Carnival of Milan Carnival is one of Milan's most unstained events, and is celebrated the weekend after Carnival is celebrating around the globe. And we have here Nápoles. In advantage, in Naples region as one of the best cities for job work in United States, and the average high temperature during the summer reach Fahrenheit, but the winter months are temperatures with considerably in the 70s. The Golden Gates Estates neighborhood is an inviting place to live if. If you are trying to move Naples on budget, you can find a create with a home large enough for everyone a low price. And in disadvantage, the summer season in Naples is also the rain season for the region. The months of July, June, August, and September provide over 8 inches of rain on average. The traffic is excessive. If you like the idea of having a relaxed commute each morning, the living in Naples can be a problem if you live outside of the city. And warm weather means insects are large in Naples. If you like wildlife, then Naples will bring you to a habitat that loves spiders, frogs, lizards, and snakes. And in the squares, traditions, and atmospheres of Naples, we have Longmore and Castle Oak. Along the waterfront at the historic waterway to the Mediterranean of the world, you can get a feel from this vibrant city and have Capella San Spero. The San Spero Chapel Museum in the historic heart of the Naples is a heaven of world architecture engineer. Catacombs of San Genaro are a maze of passage and tomb chambers but are more ambitious architecturally and have thinner paintings that are the Roman counterparts. And National Archaeological Museum, one of the world's finest collection of antiquities, many of were both her from early okay. Semana Santa, Easter week means a wide procession with a lot of passion in various locations, so also in Naples and plays in the streets and piazzas. Mayo de Monumenti, in the late April of the beginning of May, you can enjoy of this celebration full of event concerts, exhibition and free access to monuments, etc.
Hello, my name is Mariana. Venice is a very tourist city because it is a city that a place on water, which are great adventures and disadvantages. One of the adventures is and you can ride in a gondola. The tour can see historical places in unique Berlin with great architecture, with a large Gothic arches in the city, in addition to having an excellent climate that you can enjoy you visit a lot. Some of these disadvantages is that it is difficult to find a place to stay special. Uh, if you want to be in the city for many days, say normally, and they are only for a few days. Another the Avengers is Adam Bane and the series that is succuring the water and there are floods and there are dangers. Next, please. There are many places to visit with many traditions, such as the city canals and the city of the Maisques, the island of Burano, the Golden Island, where there are many beaches with golden sand, and the lane Greater, which is a place and there are present great operas and some of the famous found in Venice are branded seafood and salmon. Next, please. Verona is a city that has many years of the story and is a great importance for its economy activities in addition to being visited by many tourists and for from all over the world. On one of the great adventures is that there is a great variety of food. Some of the typical dishes are polenta, candoro, and gochi. Shopping in Verona is necessary if you are visiting. There are many business and activities where I can find presenting brands. The, this, this event of Verona are that is an expensive city, although you can want to visit the city you have a lot of money. Another disadvantage is that is a city with a low traffic, so it can be annoying. Next, please. Next, please. Verona Carnival is organized, is embroidered tradition, masks are used. Some of the most famous places are the park on the water and the famous del Conde of the love story of Romeo and Juliet, being the story set in this series. Christmas in Verona, mm, Santa Delvis gifts of children on the night in December 13, one of the world city illuminated with light of many colors and many tradition sweets. Next, please.
Okay, my name is Giancarlo Morales. I talk about Roma City. Okay, advantage. The food is delicious. The food in Rome and Italy in general is excellent in every way. Other advantage is a wonderful weather in the city of Rome when the heat does not exceed 24 degrees and the cool does not become extreme around 3 degrees. Other advantage is the language is not complicated. The similarities between Spanish and Italian will allow you to communicate with the locals more easily. In disadvantage is Roma is a chaotic city. It's a crowded with tourists, so it will be very difficult for you to walk through its streets. Other disadvantage is getting around is complicated. In Rome, the traffic is really heavy, and public transportation is also inefficient, especially buses, which are late and always full. Next, please. Okay, the main food sources in Rome are carpaccio and ensalada caprese. Um, and the main food tourist attractions of Rome are Coliseo de Roma and Museo Vaticano. The main traditions of Rome are Natale di Roma and Semana Santa, or in English, Easter week. Next, please. Okay, Florencia. Advantage. It is not such a big city, but it has it a lot. Other advantage is you can use a bicycle to get from one point or to another. Other advantage, this city is privileged uh, as it is located in the middle of Rome and Milan. Other advantage is it is one of the cities in Italy that has the most cultural wealth, has more than 70 museums, and is considered the capital of the Renaissance. One disadvantage, in the summer season, there is a lot of tourists and they have fewer opportunities to know everything. Other disadvantage is before traveling, you need to book accommodation in advance because there is a lot of demand and few hotels. Next, please. Okay. The main food source in Florencia is a bisteca a la fiorentina. Other is a tagliata con rucola. Y the main tourist attraction of Florencia is a Galleria degli Uffizi in Ponte Vecchio. The main tradition of Florencia is a carnival and Scopio del Carro. Finish.